Good morning, this is Vicki.
And this is Jo.
And we're the Two Natural Ladies.
And we talk about the good news we all need and ways of getting the most out of life.
We help people with practical, uplifting ways we can all make a difference.
And we're striving for better, not perfect.
And we love a good laugh. Please enjoy the show. Well, we did think we would just let people know, because we do talk about our book.
Oh, yes.
That we might just share a little bit of stuff about our book.
Sure.
So, would you like to start?
Oh, no, because I'm completely lost.
Okay, so I'll
there,
start.
it says Vicki from our book.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's where it is. Oh, okay. Am I just reading this?
Well, you can read it and then we can start chatting if we want.
Okay, the important thing to do is take the first small step. New habits can be hard to maintain, and that's okay. So is this us talking about our book?
No.
This is from in our book.
This is in our book.
Gosh, like I have to get with the program.
Yeah.
Okay, so new habits can be hard to maintain, and that's okay. If you start, then stop. All you have to do is start again until the good, positive habits you are working towards become ingrained in your daily life. An accountability partner is also super useful, especially when you're starting out or when life becomes tough. Yeah, we crack the whip on each other all the time.
We do.
Why do you think there has been such a rise in groups in the physical community and also across social media? From sports training to meditation, business to cooking, people find understanding and support from others. To build good habits, start small, find a community and embrace the opportunity to share mutual support. That's our encouragement about joining a community.
It is, and also about diet and exercise.
Right.
So diet and exercise are key factors in preventing chronic diseases and delaying aging. Dr. Luigi Fontana. Yeah, so just talking about that.
Yes.
I think that that again is just looking at how we can create that support for each other. And yes, we are a very good example of that, because one of us or other of us will go, or like I for a while I've been saying, Vicki, we have to be connecting more, just to catch up, because we get lots of emails and lots of things happening, and they can run away from us.
So busy.
Yes, and then we go, oh my gosh, we forgot to email that person, and we didn't do that, and we didn't do that. So, and that's worked. At first, it felt like I had to, bring you, come on, Vicki, we could do it, we could do it. But we got there, and then Vicki will say, we need to go visit a group of people in the UK. No, I don't want to do that.
A networking group.
Yes.
Because they're on Zoom, now's the time.
That's right.
Yes.
But whenever we do.
Yes.
So
we just drag each other around.
We do.
Yes.
It's good fun.
Don't we sound so uplifted by it?
Well, we are in the end. In the middle, it's not so wonderful.
Well, that's right, because we all do have to play little games with ourselves to get ourselves motivated, don't we? And we're better for it.
And I think the thing is, we absolutely trust each other. So we know, okay, this will be good for it. It always works out.
It always works.
We'll do that. But back to
the community.
No, food.
Actually. Oh, food. Yes.
Yeah. So because when my kids were little, I was really focused on health and nutrition, and we only had filtered water, we only had organic veggies, I only gave them goat's milk, or soy milk, didn't give them cow's milk. We visited chiropractors and other alternative health professionals, and my kids were active in sport, and I exercised every day, but then Frank lost his job, so we couldn't actually afford the organic, because no matter what you say, the organic tends to be more expensive.
Well, particularly back then too.
Yes, yeah. And so then it was like, okay, how can I work this out? So then it was picking certain things that we would get that were organic, and the rest, it got to one point where we were actually, getting free food from a co-op to help us out. So, it's like, because you've also then got to deal with the stress and the anxiety and all of that kind of stuff that's going on.
Yes.
Yeah, and look, it's interesting. There had been 2 or 3 times when we thought we were going to lose our house when the kids were little. And at first there'd be the anxiety, the struggle, and then I would let it go and go, you know what? If it's meant to be, just let it happen. And then something would happen.
Yes.
Frank would get a really good job. We'd start, we'd have the money again. It's very interesting.
Yeah. Well, that's right. It's trusting things will work out and not being attached to how that looks can help us let go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And also when you were talking about the diet exercise thing, what we know or what we know as in society, but also our own selves know about health is different to what we knew 10, 20 years ago. So when we talk about, what you eat, there was a big focus on eating breakfast and I've just found actually the opposite is good for me, is actually either water fasting or fruit fasting in the morning. I've got way more energy if I don't bog myself down, particularly if I don't bog it down with sugary cereals.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
If I do have something to eat, it's usually like a little bit of muesli, much smaller than I used to have, bit of yogurt and some berries.
Well, and I think what you're saying is what I'm hearing is that it's also about, you finding out what works for your own body too. And because I actually find that like a couple of boiled eggs is great for me in the morning. And sometimes fruit, like I like a bit of a mixture, but again, nothing too heavy. It's got to be, whereas I find a couple of eggs is fine, particularly if I've gone for a walk.
Yes.
And they say that protein after exercise is good. So, if I have my boiled eggs after I've been for a walk, I find that works really well.
Well, part of it, I was talking about playing games with yourself before, but part of it for me is if I don't fast or if I don't eat fruit in the morning, I won't do that the rest of the day.
Yes.
But as the day goes on, I start to want to eat.
Yes.
And so if I've been good in the morning, I feel like I can afford to do that in the afternoon, and I can have the cookie that someone's baked or a bit of cake.
Yes, you are right. I find that, as the day goes on, unless, of course, it's been chopped up by the wonderful Elle. She chops up the pineapple, like that pineapple that was going to get smashed. Got eaten. It was yum.
Yum, yum.
So, yes.
I really would like to snack on some right now.
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
So, I don't know whether we were going there, but when I was reading from our extract from our book, it did remind me of the longevity film again.
Yes.
And that community, and even what I read out before about those 4 different ways of increasing happiness hacks. The happiness hacks. It's not in isolation. It's diet and exercise. It's community. It's doing something for someone else. There's so many different ways of uplifting ourselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what's great is, if you've got a Leanne or a Frank in your house who loves cooking, that's their contribution too. The different ways we can all contribute to each other.
You've been listening to the Two Natural Ladies podcast. Visit twonaturalladies.com.au for more information. Thanks for joining us.